Elon Musk, known for his hands-on approach, decides to go undercover as a job applicant at SpaceX to experience the hiring process firsthand. He disguises himself with a subtle prosthetic makeover, a fake name, and a fabricated resume. His goal? To observe how hiring managers treat candidates and whether they truly uphold SpaceX's values. Elon enters the headquarters, blending in with other hopeful candidates. He takes a seat in the waiting area, quietly observing. A few managers walk by, some greeting certain candidates warmly, while ignoring others. Musk watches intently, noting the early signs of bias. A senior HR manager, Craig, enters the room with a clipboard. He scans the candidates, nodding at some but barely glancing at Elon. When Elon's turn comes, Craig gives him a quick, disinterested look and mutters, "Not exactly what we're looking for." Musk, playing his role, asks, "But I haven't even had my interview yet." Craig smirks. "Trust me, I don't need one." Determined to continue, Elon finally gets assigned a brief technical test. He notices that while some candidates get assistance and encouragement, others, including Imhar, treated with impatience. He completes the test effortlessly, but Craig barely looks at his answers before tossing them aside. Elon's interview is with a mid-level manager named Jason. Jason, unaware of who he's speaking to, leans back in his chair, barely hiding his condescension. He asks Elon basic, almost insulting questions, ignoring his qualifications. "You sure you can handle the pressure here?" He chuckles. Elon watches as another candidate who seems to know someone in the company receives special treatment. The difference is stark. The favored candidate gets extra time, easier questions, and encouraging nods. Elon clenches his jaw, realizing this isn't an isolated case. During a lunch break, a young SpaceX engineer, Sophia, approaches Elon. She subtly hints that she's seen unfair hiring practices before, but feels powerless to change it. She admires Elon's technical answers but warns him, "They won't pick you." After the final interview, Elon is informed that he won't be moving forward. Craig and Jason share a laugh about how some people just don't belong at SpaceX. Elon nods, then stands up and removes his disguise. Silence falls over the room. Elon calls an emergency meeting, summoning all hiring managers. He walks into the conference room, no longer the meek applicant but the authoritative CEO. "Let's talk about our hiring process," he says firmly. Elon Musk stands in front of the stunned hiring managers. His voice is calm but firm. "I came here as an applicant to see how we hire at SpaceX. What I found was unacceptable." He points at Craig and Jason. "Favoritism, bias, disrespect toward talent. This is not who we are." The managers shift uncomfortably. The tension in the room is thick. Elon calls HR executives into the room. "We don't tolerate incompetence here. If you can't recognize real talent, you don't belong." He points directly at Craig and Jason. "You're done." Their faces go pale. Security is called. The other managers exchange nervous glances. Who else might be next? Elon gathers the remaining employees and acknowledges those who stood up for fairness. He turns to Sophia, the young engineer who warned him earlier. "You saw the problem. You had the courage to speak up. That's the kind of leadership we need." He hands her a promotion letter. Her eyes widen in disbelief. Elon steps onto the main stage of the SpaceX headquarters, looking out at hundreds of employees. His expression is serious. He speaks into the microphone. "We push the limits of space exploration, but what about the limits of fairness and opportunity?" The audience listens in silence. Elon's words resonate. Employees who had felt unheard now feel empowered. Applause erupts, people cheer. A wave of relief and excitement spreads across the room. One employee whispers to another, "I never thought he'd actually see what was happening." The hiring process is revamped, no more favoritism, only merit. A new system ensures fairness. Elon ends with an inspiring statement, "We build rockets to Mars, but if we can't build fairness on Earth, we've failed." The company moves forward, stronger than ever. Elon Musk's undercover mission exposed flaws, but led to real change. Talent now rules at SpaceX, proving that leadership is about action, not words. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing tales.